actually very happy where I'm going, and you know, we'll see how it turns out to be. It's impossible to say now. You know, I heard many stories in the past that it's not gonna be good on many things, and you know, it's not that guaranteed. So I think we're gonna have a hopefully good. I started actually from motocross when I was like 5, and then yeah, I don't know, 8 or something, 7, 8 years old when I went to try go-karts first time, and then obviously it got a bit bigger from there. Yeah, obviously I know the people a little bit. I don't know 100%, but they have a good group of people. They have everything that is needed to build a good car. So you know, it's just a matter of doing it. Obviously, they come out from pretty difficult years with struggling money, and now they're in a, let's say, safe place, and they try to hire the people back that they lost it on those times. So. You know, it takes time, but yeah, they've done a good job this year. Let's see.
Lights out and away we go. Verstappen's in the hunt as well.
Look at Raikkonen fancying down the outside into turn 3. Good speed he had in the Ferrari there.
Hamilton having to hold off the challenger. Kimi Raikkonen didn't quite make it in the Ferrari.
Try to close.
Sebastian Vettel is going to come out ahead of Lewis Hamilton here, and he is ahead now of Lewis Hamilton. It is Sebastian Vettel who comes home to win the Australian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. Vettel gets away very well. And it's Sebastian Vettel from Valtteri Bottas, Kimi Raikkonen on the inside.
Kimi Raikkonen in, and he will definitely. Oh no!
Oh no!
Stop the car, Kimi, stop the car.
It was very normal pit stop in a way. Obviously, I don't see what happens on the back. My job is to go when the green, when the light changes green, and obviously it changed, and there was some issue, and a very unfortunate thing that one of the guys got hurt. But yeah, I guess it was something with the rear tire. I don't know. Obviously, I haven't seen the thing.
Lights out and away we go. Good start from Vettel, good start from Raikkonen. Vettel does cut across to block out his teammate. Bottas ahead of Hamilton. Ricciardo on the inside is cut out by Verstappen, and Hulkenberg is trying to get past Ricciardo round the outside in turn 1. They've all avoided the usual chaos couple of corners. Sebastian Vettel out in front ahead of Valtteri Bottas and Kimi Raikkonen.
Raikkonen down the field. Hamilton similarly got out of position, so it's Verstappen that's up into third place.
Hamilton tried to dive down the inside. Raikkonen blocked him off there. This is very tight indeed. Sebastian Vettel comes out. Bottas gets past Sebastian Vettel. To turn one we go. Bottas round the outside on Kimi Raikkonen. Bottas will now have the inside line if he can just hang on there into turn three. For one half moment, Raikkonen tried to dive down the inside. That didn't work for him. Worked for Sebastian Vettel. Ricciardo wins the Chinese Grand Prix. Behind him, Bottas makes it home to second place ahead of Kimi Raikkonen. Lights out and away we go. Vettel and Hamilton both get away well, and Kimi Raikkonen too, pressurising Daniel Ricciardo into turn one as Vettel leads Hamilton, leads Bottas. Ricciardo, Verstappen running wide. Raikkonen then just behind him, and he might have a look into turn two. There's a lot of debris flying around, Paul. There's also a lot of sparks as well. Sorry, just to cut in there as Raikkonen and Ocon in their collision. Ocon is out of the race.
I just turned into the horse in the beginning.
They've gone into each other. Daniel Ricciardo late braking, couldn't stop in time. Max Verstappen was right in front of him. Sebastian Vettel goes down the inside and he locks up, and that's going to cost him 1 and 2 and maybe 3 places. Oh, there's a puncture for Valtteri Bottas.
He ran across some debris.
Lewis Hamilton is going to take the championship lead here in Azerbaijan on this Sunday evening. He takes the checker flag now to win in Baku. Lights out and away we go, and it's the dash down to turn one then. Who's going to come out on top? Lewis Hamilton ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Sebastian Vettel trying to find a way past Kimi Raikkonen, then Verstappen and Ricciardo, and down the inside goes Fernando Alonso. Hamilton into the lead. Sebastian Vettel goes second ahead of Valtteri Bottas, running wide. Someone's gone off, quite a few have gone off there. You can see Sergei Sorokin threading his way through, and that looks like Roman Grosjean. Down the main straight, we can get racing once again. Hamilton leads this race from Sebastian Vettel, Valtteri Bottas, Kimi Raikkonen. Yeah, we're watching Kimi Raikkonen, and look how Verstappen is starting to gain on Kimi Raikkonen as well, who thought about diving into the pit.
I have some issues with power.
And stop the car, Kimi, stop the car.
Do you know what the problem was?
No, I don't know. I don't think we know until we take the car apart, so it's too early to say. Obviously some loss of power. I could go around, but not full speed, and yeah, it's, I don't know.
It's lights out and away we go. 227 metres down to turn one. Ricciardo and Vettel getting very close together. Ricciardo leads from Vettel, from Hamilton, from Raikkonen.
Keep on pushing, good job, Kimi.
Yeah, I'm starting a bit.
Today in Monte Carlo, it's redemption day for Daniel Ricciardo. He wins the Monaco Grand Prix. Hamilton in third place completes the podium lineup ahead of Kimi Raikkonen and Valtteri Bottas. go. Verstappen does start very well. Sebastian Vettel comes in across. Bottas has got a fight on his hands against Verstappen, and he loses out for going into turn 2. Tries to fight back again. It's wheel to wheel as Vettel goes away. Bottas gets ahead of Max Verstappen. Then comes Lewis Hamilton. And he will retake the championship lead. Sebastian Vettel wins the Canadian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. The top two get away very well. Sebastian Vettel is now in hot pursuit as they head down towards turn 1. And Carlos Sainz looking for a room as well. Hamilton leads, there's contact in the back. Someone's lost some debris. And Bottas is turned round. Verstappen goes on the inside run. Sebastian Vettel's lost places too. Kimi Raikkonen up into 5th place.
Good luck, Kimi, so keep on pushing.
And surely he will now let the number 7 through.
Here goes Kimi Raikkonen again, down that Mistral straight, wheel to wheel with Ricciardo, and he has got way more pace than Ricciardo, who locks up into the bargain as well, as Kimi cuts in front of him, and he is up into the podium. Lewis Hamilton takes the checkered flag and wins the French Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. Very good start from Kimi Raikkonen, Bottas and Hamilton having to watch out as he steams down the middle. Kimi Raikkonen trying to make his way around the outside and he's locked up. He's going to lose places. And there's the Renault of Carlos Sainz.
And now Bottas coming around the outside and reclaiming second place. Verstappen and Raikkonen.
And Max Verstappen swapping places. Valtteri Bottas, the pole sitter, is retiring from this race. That's Lewis Hamilton is out of this race. Max Verstappen wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Ferrari with Kimi Raikkonen ahead of Sebastian Vettel make up the other 2 podium places. At the British Grand Prix, it's lights out and away we go. Sebastian Vettel gets a flyer. Hamilton's gone round and he's clashed. And Raikkonen gets ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. There is guts and there is bravery. Ricciardo trying to fight back, but he can't get through at Maggots.
Let me know for the front wing.
I talked to you. Yeah, I talked to you already.
Raikkonen having a go at Verstappen behind into Stoke corner. Kimi Raikkonen ahead of Max Verstappen. What a great move.
That's what he should have done when Vettel was coming at him.
Kimi Raikkonen up then into the podium places. The fight for 5 world titles goes on. Sebastian Vettel has the lead at the end of the British Grand Prix. It's lights out, away we go. Bottas reacted quickest. Can he now catch Sebastian Vettel? Great battle between the 2 Renaults. Into turn 1 we go, and they're all keeping it clean. Vettel ahead of Bottas. Going wide there is Romain Grosjean, might lose a place as a result. Down towards turn 2, and it's Bottas ahead of Raikkonen.
Kimi, this is Jock.
Do you want me to let him go? Please, just tell me.
Sebastian Vettel, he has been leading almost from start to finish, but now he's out of this race. They weren't ready with the ultra soft tyres. That's what they want to be putting on, Martin. Lewis Hamilton from 14th on the grid wins the German Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go. Hamilton gets away well. Kimi Raikkonen now slipstreaming behind Bottas, trying to attack him. Great scrap between Hartley and Magnussen. Hamilton leads into turn one.
We forgot to connect Kimi, you will not have the drink, sorry.
Oh, they touched! It's a sixth win of the Hungarian Grand Prix for Lewis Hamilton. And it's lights out and away we go here at Spa. Hamilton gets away well, Perez as well, covering his teammate. Hamilton moves over to cover up Sebastian Vettel, and there's locking up in a crash, and Fernando Alonso goes over the top there of Charles Leclerc's Sauber. This is not a sight you would want to see if you're a fan of Kimi Raikkonen retiring from the Grand Prix.
Kimi, innocent victim of that first lap. Talk us through the retirement.
Much somebody obviously hit me, and then there was so much damage on the car, the rear wing, the end plate, and then honestly the floor, and then it turned out that the DRS kept opening itself, so it's not much we could do.
Raikkonen beats Sebastian Vettel.
Kimi, you are on pole.
Thank you.
And it's lights out and away we go, and Kimi Raikkonen gets away well, covers off Sebastian Vettel. And they touch Martin. Hamilton and Vettel has been spun round. As Hamilton makes makes a move on Raikkonen, gives him a little nudge towards the right-hand side. Hamilton moves into the lead of the Italian Grand Prix. And here comes Kimi Raikkonen, back for round two. Raikkonen regains the lead of the Italian Grand Prix, and Monza goes wild. Hamilton's closer this time around, only half a second as they cross the line. Hamilton moves out and has to go round the outside with Kimi Raikkonen. Can he take the lead of the Italian Grand Prix? Yes, he can! As Hamilton takes the checkered flag and the Italian Grand Prix victory. Lights out and away we go. Even start from the front two. Sebastian Vettel challenging Max Verstappen. They get very close this time. They don't touch. Verstappen just makes first corner ahead of Sebastian Vettel. They're looking up behind as they all thread their way through the first three corners. Hamilton, who extends his lead in the Drivers' Championship and wins the Singapore Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. Great start from Sebastian Vettel. It's wheel to wheel. Hamilton and Vettel. Hamilton is now pulling away as they now break for the first time. And on the inside, Valtteri Bottas trying to go around the outside. Lewis Hamilton.
Opposite to Hamilton.
Yeah, but I cannot see him.
For the third time in his Formula One career, Lewis Hamilton sees the checkered flag and wins the Russian Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go. Hartley gets away well for Toro Rosso. Hamilton covers off Bottas. Raikkonen has a little look on Verstappen going into the chicane. Verstappen looks up and then goes onto the runoff area and he pushes Raikkonen wide and they touched as well. As through and smooth goes Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen.
Ricardo's managed to jump Raikkonen as well.
It is Hamilton's day in Suzuka. And it's lights out and away we go. He's going to dart down the inside, is he? Going into turn one now. Raikkonen is just ahead of Hamilton. Bottas in third. Ricardo on the inside of Bottas. Vettel goes wide. Kimi Raikkonen leads the Grand Prix. In 113 races, the checkered flag for him as a winner.
Grande Kimi, grande Kimi.
Yeah, thank you. Finally.
Kimi, over 5 years since your last victory, what is the winning feeling like?
That's not different really. I don't feel like it's 5 years. It sounds a long time, but it doesn't feel like it. You know, obviously, years goes very fast in F1 once you start the testing and the races. It's we are today here and it's almost finished the season. So it goes quickly, but I always believe that I will lost it, and it just depends on so many things to either win it or not. So it's great to do it again.
It's lights out and away we go, and Hamilton makes an incredible start from third on the grid. He's already ahead of Daniel Ricciardo and he's now going wheel to wheel with Max Verstappen. Sebastian Vettel alongside Ricciardo, Hülkenberg and Sainz scrapping it out. Verstappen on the inside leads into turn 1 ahead of Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas alongside Daniel Ricciardo and ahead of Sebastian Vettel. Verstappen has gone from second to lead into turn 1. The Ferrari struggling for grip. Verstappen on new tyres has now got the slipstream as well. Pulls out to the right-hand side of Kimi Raikkonen. They are going wheel to wheel here. Max Verstappen and Kimi Raikkonen. Verstappen ahead of Kimi Raikkonen a long way before turn 1. And if he was being held up by Verstappen, by Raikkonen, he wasn't being held up for very long. Hamilton might be going for it, but Kimi Raikkonen into turn 1. He is going for it, That's very, very close indeed. But they managed not to come into contact, and Hamilton gets the inside line at the exit of that chicane to pass Kimi Raikkonen. Bottas does exactly what Hamilton does. Brakes deep, brakes late, and locks up. And 7 DNFs become 8. Max Verstappen's smile will be beaming in Mexico this evening. Verstappen wins the Mexican Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. Hamilton and Vettel get away well. Bottas very fast ahead of Kimi Raikkonen. Vettel on the inside ahead of Valtteri Bottas. But for the time being, Bottas skips around the outside, got a better line into turn 2 of Valtteri Bottas. Ahead then is Sebastian Vettel. Outside goes Max Verstappen on Kimi Raikkonen into turn 1. He's got another Ferrari ahead of him. It's Sebastian Vettel. He's going to cross the line and win the Brazilian Grand Prix, his 50th win in 99 races in the turbo hybrid era. It's lights out and away we go, and it's a good start from Hamilton and from Bottas, and Sebastian Vettel trying to catch the Mercedes. Behind them comes the Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo, just behind Kimi Raikkonen and Max Verstappen. I don't think it's on the best start out there. Going wide is Roman Grosjean.
What's happening? I don't have power.
And that is the Ferrari of Kimi Raikkonen pulling over and parking, and his final race for Ferrari ends on the pit straight.
Hamilton 7. By my calculations, we win the championship by 1 point.
Kimi, obviously not the way you want to finish your Ferrari career. Can you tell us what happened? What did you feel on that lap before the car stopped?
We lost power on the first long straight, and then try to sort it out. But once we get to the last corner, it's just shut down, and we lost all the power and the electricity. So yeah, it's obviously not the way we wanted to finish, but this is how it goes in the sport.
And how do you reflect on the year as a whole, though? You've had a strong season, obviously, as you say, not the way you wanted it to end.
Yeah, I think we had pretty decent season. We had unfortunately a bit too many retirements, and that really hampered our progress a bit. But I think overall we've done pretty good job. But we always want more. But this is how it goes, and this is what we got in the end. So like it or not, that's the end result. So